Oh yeah!
Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Planet Coaster 2 with Cookie Pirate. We're picking up where we left off the other night in the Viking Park. We had set up a bunch of cool different things, so we kind of want to continue with that there. We'll add a couple more rides. We're going to work on some scenery and kind of just get the park a little bit better organized. So we're jumping right back in. Alright, here we are. So, the major thing that we did last time, as you may remember, is we replaced this. We actually may have done that the time before, but we replaced this coaster with a... I mean, it's pretty much the same, but a little bit of a redesign. It smoothed out, took away a couple of the just filler track elements. And then what we did is built a station for the entrance and the exit, and we built kind of this this area down here to be used for on-ride photos and a gift shop. It's really come out nice. You get these beautiful large windows with great views all around, so we're going to go ahead and prepare that. The ride is open. I expect here shortly that people will start getting on it. It just didn't have a ride attendant at the time. And, yep. As soon as we get a ride attendant up there, the queue should start filling up, and we'll see some real good action with this. Now, I don't know why we don't have a staff member available for that there. And we just have the power generators and some water pump to fix. I think we should do that, deal with that at some point here. Set up kind of areas for some solar panels and stuff. Now I'm considering if I want to do something a little differently with the queue out over here. I'm not really sure yet. But I want to try to keep the view of it as limited as possible with these giant windows through here. So, I think the first thing we should go ahead and do is add on. Let's put a ride photo on here somewhere. And we've got a couple possibilities. Could put it here. Could really put it just about anywhere on the track, because the values are really good throughout. I actually really like the backdrop of this scenery right here. It's maybe right there. And then we get a little stock train. Oh. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, yeah, because it goes this way. I was thinking it went this way, but yeah, it goes this way. So we want to move that. I think we want it to be placed kind of more over here. Perhaps where we can angle it to get a really nice view of these trees and scenery. So maybe what we'll do is kind of look back over here. That's still in a good place. And now we'll just rotate the camera. Well, actually, unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's gonna be... We could maybe place it over here so it faces back toward the trees and the water. How would that look? All the values are really good right there. Let's just, because if this is going to be like one of the main feature rides of the park, I want to make sure we get this right. So let's spin it that way, rotate it. Whoa! Let's get the angle of that right. Oh, that looks a lot better, actually. I think that there is pretty good. Confirm placement. Now we need to go add a ride kiosk. So what we're going to do is place that in here, and what my thought is we're going to put it on this... Ooh. We're going to place it on this wall here. So let's go in and add a counter. We could add it over here, and then there would be a little bit of room for shelves. No, you know what? No, let's just go ahead and center it. Connect ride. That's good. And then we can add a billboard. So let's go in here, and what I'm thinking is if we add 4... No, it would be 8. Do we need to go 2 meter? That's going to be a bit too big. So what I'm thinking we'll do is add... We'll go... like that there. And then what we'll do is set up each of these to be... Oh, oh, that one actually does have a ride. So we'll do 1. Two. 3. 4. 5. should be all set just like that there. And that should be... Looks like they're just slightly off-center. What we could actually do is... Oh, you cannot advance move. Let's get that centered just right back here. And we can actually go ahead and open it. And you know what we could actually do is grab all of these. And we can advanced move and just shift all of them downward just a little bit here. Maybe like that. Now they're at a little bit more eye level. They were a bit too high. We could even move them a tad lower, but I think that's okay. If Dale is on tonight, I redid his Flight Simulator coaster. Not exactly like his, but I'm happy with how it came out. That sounds awesome. Yeah, if he gets on, I'm curious to see it. I think he would as well. Alright. The next thing I think we should go ahead and do is let's get the... Uh-oh, somebody vandalized a bench. Where? Huh? What? Hey, Dale, what's going on? Welcome, man. Now, why can I not go in to see where the vandalism was? Is it by chance muted in that field for some reason? I don't know. Well, anyway, alright, let's go back and do the modular shop. So, we're gonna go in here. Now, do we want this, do we want this centered? Yeah, I think we should go ahead and center it. And then what we'll do, oh, whoa. Uh-oh. It won't. Alright. So yeah, what we'll do then, that leaves us a little bit of room for some shelves over here. Okay. So it looks like all of our... Now you can stack these against each other, but none of these that go up against the wall. I think we should do... kind of like that. I'm not worried about the colors right now. We can change them. Will not let you advanced move for whatever reason. I want these to link right up next to each other. I think that's good there. And maybe a couple of these kind of standing display cabinets. They do look a little bit different, but and then I think we have some room to put these kind of over here. We could do a few more. That looks okay there. No, but seriously, thank you, you rock. Oh man, that's cool. I'd like to check it out. We'll have to go into a new park, kind of a sandbox mode, to check that out. I'll do that in a little bit. I do want to get this gift shop set up. We have to do... Oh, add shelves. Come on. So what we got to do is go into here and add connections. So connect existing. What we should do is go into catalog and choose what we're gonna... So for example, we don't really need to sell those. But we'll keep those 3 balloons. Novelty hats. Got the 2 types of Viking hats, which is kind of neat. Cool rings. Could have the default ones. With the Viking. Sandy Reef can be off, so we have 6 of these available. Those are all good there. Posters are fine. Umbrellas are fine. Postcards are good. Caps. Let's go with those 2. T-shirts. Mascot props, they actually have a few. Oh, you've got to sell the chief beef spatulas. Now, sunglasses I think would be helpful. Plenty of Viking things. We can turn the guitar off. We've got the mugs, luxury balloons, the different colors there, and got the Queen Splash and King Coaster, jigsaw puzzles, and pool floats. We've got all 3 of those. Are you stoked football is back? I don't pay a whole lot of attention to football. I used to follow it a lot more closely. But fall is my favorite season. I wish the guests would wear the sunglasses when they purchase them. I haven't noticed that they didn't. I just don't think I've paid close attention to that. Now the other thing that we can go in and do is add new shelves. And the other thing we can do is go in and alternate what we want these shelves to display. Whatever items you select that can be sold, it's important to note that they have to be displayed, otherwise they won't sell. So if you don't see an item that you've made available for sale, you need to add either additional shelves or go into a specific shelf to designate it to sell that. So for example, we say that we'll sell sunglasses, but because they are not on a shelf currently, nobody will buy them. They're not technically available for sale. Then we have the island display corners, so what we could actually do is we could do the balloons like over here, for example. JP Gaming, welcome. I think we have 8 balloon types available. So we'll space them out kind of like this. There, they're all covered. Next thing. I'm not really too concerned about selling pool floats and stuff in this shop. You also do have a limit of 20, I think. I think it's a maximum of 20 shelves per cash register. So you can have, multiple registers in a shop if you have more, Also, you have to already place down the thing and then use multi-select to use advanced move on the shelves and whatnot. Okay. Umbrellas and posters, I think, would be a good one to have. So what we could do is rotate. Actually, you know what? Let me go back in. And we'll do a hard rotate. Kind of right back here. You can link those together. And then we have to go in and do connect existing for these. Come on. That's in the way. Now we can select this and change it to display posters instead, and all of the poster types are available. The other thing we can do is there's only 2 types of mugs. Oh, you know what? You can't get it to select the other types. So we would need additional shelves, or floating shelves, or something like that. Shirts, standing display. Standing unit, we could set this to do the mugs and caps. Oh, is it 40 shelves per register? I thought it was 20. Although I wonder, they may have changed that. I think it was initially 20, but I could be wrong. Caps, key rings, jigsaws, and mugs. Now what we could do over here is switch this to the other types of hats. I'm playing the game while watching you and just checked. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was 20, but then I was like, maybe it's 40, but I just didn't remember. I did know it is 20 tables. Also, my friend will probably be joining soon. Sounds good. Me too, yeah. It's a fun game to play when you watch other people play it. Now let's change that to mugs. Make them available. I'm not worried about the floats. That's jigsaws, key rings, the novelty hats, caps. Do we need one more of these or a floating kind of island? We could do it with these. I don't want to make it too cluttered. I'm watching these fools on my coasters looking all scared. You're going around a curve into the station, you're doing 25 miles an hour. Sounds about right. Yeah, so we have those covered. Alright, the next thing we'll do is go check the cash register and just let's see what isn't displayed. Postcards. Where? Oh, that's gonna be on the, we'll add one of those. Hey, look! Somebody's coming through. There's people riding the ride. That's a good sign. We'll add a connection. And this is the postcard display, right over here. So I think we've got room. We could probably just put that here. Now we've got postcards for sale. Let me check if there's anything else. It's pool rings and pool floats. Everything else is available. We are good to go ahead and open this up. And let me just go ahead and do a multi-select. And we can try to perhaps change the color of some of these. Let's go with brown. And we could even darken it a bit. Maybe to like that. Can't even really see what that's changing. Let's go with maybe a silver. That's actually fine. The next thing we can do is just go and look at each individual one and see, do any of these need to be adjusted? I see what that does. It changes the, I would say we could go with the Spanish gray, a little bit darker. Kind of give it the rock color, sorta, so to speak. Oh, that changes this right here. So maybe we go with a silver. We could do the Spanish gray for that. I think what you need to do is actually select each of them, each of the types together, and then do each group separately. So basically do all of them that are the one same kind. That's a bit better. Countertop can change. I'm not sure what this changes here. Oh, the hooks. Okay. I think that's pretty good. And it's open, and take a look, we've got people getting on the ride. That's a good sign. So there's enough open space for people to come up, get their photos, and then come over through to the gift shop, and there's enough room for them to walk around. The other thing I suppose that we could do and should do is add benches and trash cans. So we're going to go into here. We're going to go ahead and turn the filter on. Up. Viking theme. And let's just set a few wooden benches down. This way people can kind of sit and rest. Maybe we'll get them to sit over here too. Yeah, that looks actually pretty nice. If I may say so. We could put benches back here. I think it might get... We've got the two kind of over in this end here. I think it's going to be a bit too crowded if we put them over here. May I suggest round tables and vending machines so it looks like people can purchase a drink and relax? I like that idea. I think that is a brilliant idea. And we've got some room. I do want a couple straight benches for them to be able to sit. And then I think if we're going to do that, maybe we should try to consolidate these, make them a little bit closer together. So I think maybe what we'll do is actually can't advanced move. Now you can. I see. That's what JP was saying. That is a weird. I actually really like that idea. Let's just move them in a little bit here. We maybe space these a little bit. I don't think we have to do the advanced move for this here. Kind of space those together a bit. Get on top. How's that look? Those look pretty nicely aligned. Alright, here's where I will do the multi-select though, so we can just shift all of these at once. The other thing we could do is I don't want to crowd this area a little too much. So maybe we slide these back over here. And we could probably put the umbrellas and posters, rather. Over here. I'll tell you what, we're going to reverse that. We're going to put these here. And we're going to do this over here because there's the door entrance. So we could actually... we could put those like that. Those can stay kind of where they're at right there. And then we'll go select these two. I hope you have mechanics hired because the sky wheel is broken. I do. Then we've got the room for balloons. So people walk out through here, then they turn, and then they have that path there. Alright, tell you what, we're going to go ahead and delete that bench. We'll leave that flat one there. We'll leave these two over here. Let's go ahead and add... do we want to add a food vending machine? Hot dog squad, pizza pen. Or do we want to do only drinks? Because we could do Gulpy, Pep Shot, Soda Lightful. I'm thinking we do Gulpy. Excuse me, or Pep Shot. Pep Shot juice I think is a good option. I hope that doesn't look too tacky. I really hope that doesn't look too tacky. I'm not sure about that, honestly. People are using it. We could do a... let's do a couple round tables. I don't think we have a lot of room to add them. We could probably do one like right there. There might be room for one kind of over here. You think it looks okay? Let's see how it affects the scenery rating. It doesn't. That's good. Now I know if you put too many up together, it can look kind of tacky. But I think with all of the building scenery and stuff all together, it should be... it should be okay. Now, do you think it would be worth adding a food option? Because really I don't think is much over here in terms of food. We could do a Viva la Vegan or a pizza pen. I'm going to open that up. I'll give people a little bit of time to vote on that. Oh, whoa, whoops. Boy, the multi-select kind of kicked in there. We'll definitely need a few trash cans. I would say we should probably put one over here. There is one right out there, but maybe we should probably put one kind of right there. Let's actually, you can't advanced move that. Well, you can with the select tool. Let's pull that out just a tad. Actually, look at that. People are grabbing drinks a fair bit. Not long lines, but there's a number of people getting on the ride. That's a good sign. This is turning into a really good. Except right here, the support actually goes through the priority queue. That's a bit odd. And did she? She did. She walked right through it. Alright, so somebody voted for Hot Dog Squad and somebody voted no food. Interesting. I'm gonna let that run a little bit longer. Tell you what, while I'm looking at this, I'm not fond of the bright colored glass. You need like one more drink and one more food vending machines? I don't think I'm gonna add 2 more. Alright, so let me go in and select this. If we turn the opacity down, or we change it to black. Whoa, that's a bit too dark. What if we do black 50%? I think that looks much better, personally. And it's like if you come in, now it's tinted a bit better too, so it's not quite as like in your face bright. I like that better. Now it's interesting, people are not sitting down to eat or drink at these round tables. So I think we need to go with food. Alright, somebody voted for Pizza Pen. That would personally be my choice, but since I left it open for a vote, let's see. You need a ginormous TV to hang above and behind the gift shop register. Yeah, you know, a little something extra would look kind of cool, so let's go do that here. How about we do... We'd have to clear the filter. Oh, we gotta change that. We could do a 4-meter TV. But the question is, what would we display? You could do a Splash Emporium. No, because that's the pool one. You could do this. Or we could do something like that. Maybe like that, because that actually, I think, is that is lagging. Maybe something like that. Ideally, I think it would be really cool if I actually recorded a video of the coaster. What I think would really be cool is if they personally like the look of hyperspace, but Viking mascot would be badass. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, why not? Let's do that, I think. I think it fits the theme really well. Alright, now we have 4 votes. Are you kidding me? Everybody voted for a different option. Oh, man. Now we need a 5th vote. If we get a 5th vote, whatever that 5th person votes for is what we get, because that would put it into the lead. We voted Viva la Vegan for purely selfish reasons. That's fair. Ha. Oh, you know what we're missing over here? And I think we're missing it. No, we actually did put it in place there. So we're going to just duplicate that and place one out over right there. Just to round it out and make it look more intentional. Put them all. I don't have room for all of them. I mean, technically could do like 2 more, but I don't want to do that because if you put too many vending machines close together or in the same space, it will actually start to detract the scenery reason. I'm planning on visiting this park ASAP, by the way. Haha! I'll make it available and you can mess around with it. Yeah, this is gonna be potentially a star attraction in the park. It is turning into a really nice ride, and we can boost the scenery way up. What is that? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you see this right here? This counter actually detracts from the scenery. So we want to replace that with an actual shop with scenery. But inside, it's strong, so this isn't taking away. I mean, this has got to be one of the best things that I've built. I honestly, the oh gosh, what was it called? The surf coaster. The surf coaster over there in the tropical park. That station was much more complex, and it's more elaborate. This was a little bit more straightforward, but it just looks clean and fresh, and it kind of opens up to give this beautiful backdrop of all the scenery out here. Okay. So we got 3 people voted for food. I am going to randomly choose. Get a number generator, I suppose. And we'll go with 1 to 3. It shows 2. So option 2 is pizza pen, which is actually the one that I would have gone for. So that's actually, that works out. Rigged! Not really. Okay. So we're gonna go in here and add one more vending machine, just for food. That way people have... Oh, that's massive! Oh boy. These food vending machines are huge. That looks tacky. So we're gonna need to find a suitable... You know what we could do? Yeah, we're not putting that inside. That needs to go up against a solid section of wall. So what I'm honestly thinking we're gonna do here is we are going to place a... I don't know how that's gonna actually come out. We're gonna have to try it. This may end up looking terrible. It may be okay. And the scenery score doesn't drop enough. That's okay. Alright, so now we have our pizza pen vending machine outside, so it's not taking up too much space inside. And you know what we could even do is move this over right next to it. Now, I honestly think that's going to look a bit cleaner. And the scenery holds up. And the only thing I'm thinking is that this might constrict people getting off the ride. However, the only people going to be coming out this way are going to be people getting off the ride. So I don't think it's going to clutter stuff too much. You know, the other thing that we could do if we wanted to is actually duplicate and set that right down like that. Now it kind of slopes. Does that look okay? I mean, it does kind of stick out a little bit, but... I think if we go with that, that should be fine. I'm pretty happy with how that came out. We can always adjust the... Oh, they're sending out a fall. Actually, it's all but one. That's a good sign. Let's take a look at some other stuff. I'd really like to do something better with the station over here. And the scenery. Why is this aging? Why is this not a classic status? I don't understand that. Given the look at the ride prestige is 800. It's 1,000 when you factor in the scenery bonus. That may be the opportunity to get rid of it and reverse it. Kind of clean all this mess up too. Really doesn't even look like there are many people using the railroad. This ride is always jam-packed. Oh, he's trapped on the garbage can. Let's move that out of the way a little bit. Hey! Let me give you a hint. Walk down the stairs. That way. Oh, hey! Alright, get down here. I don't understand why he is still trapped. Alright, there we go. For some reason that resolved it right there. Kinda weird. There's King Coaster dancing in front of everybody on the bench. I'm feeling like maybe this ride could use a little bit of a redesign. I'm not totally sure what I would do with it. This area is kicking it off, though. Let's see if people are buying stuff. Yeah, they've had 17 guests, so it's a bit early. We'll see how successful that really is, but those modular souvenir shops can be kind of tricky. Because if you have a lot of different goods, and you offer perhaps too much of a variety, it could be challenging, and you might fail to make a profit because you have so much stuff that not enough is selling. So I think I'm not going to mess with it for now, but I think we would keep an eye on that. Of course, we're playing without money at stake, but in a case where you were playing where money was a factor, what you would probably want to do is kind of specialize that gift shop and sell certain things in a smaller footprint. And kind of incentivize people to buy them, rather than kind of like a one-stop shop. Those are probably better for areas like a park entrance or a major plaza that is very, very highly traveled. Alright, where do we want to go next? I think over here. I think it is time to lay this to rest. Are there people getting on it? No. They're sitting down. There is currently nobody getting on the ride. Oh, somebody got caught. Go home.
Yep.
Alright. So let me come back over and just shut this down. Nobody's getting on it. We have the potential to clean all of this up over here. We also have the ability to build it back through here, but I'm not sure that we're going to do that yet. Alright, let's delete the ride. Let's delete the scenery group. And let's go ahead and just clean up some of this path. We may put something else totally different. Let's go through and demolish this scenery. The trees, I think, can stay. And what we'll do is just kind of level this out. Oh. Oh, not the railroad. got... Oh, that's a chunk of terrain. Alright, we flatten that out. It's not totally perfect, but it's sufficient for now. Crime has been caught on camera. No security around, time to pick some pockets. Nope, go home. You're out. No 3 strikes. Okay. Now, the other day, Jimpers made a really cool wooden coaster that I said that I wanted to implement in this park. That is just... Alright, who did it? Yeah. Who did it? It was him right there. Breaking that has made me feel a lot better for now. Out! It's a fair bit of bad behavior. Let's go ahead and grab that and make an emergency call. Somebody will fix that. They're usually pretty fast to get these. It's a good sign. And it's interesting because multiple janitors in the area will actually come over that, over to that to fix it up. Okay. Back to this wooden coaster. This is it right here. No, it doesn't really fit in the old... Well... Yeah, that's gonna fit there. If we reversed it and did it like that, it could. That actually could work. We would just have to raise it up a little bit. But then the tricky thing is we'd have to build way out this direction. We talked about building out back toward the edge, though. Anyway. So what I'm thinking we could do... Or you know what? There's the potential to fit it around the hypercoaster, but I don't think we want to do that. Well, shoot, the new flight simulator from Brolmic would fit now. LOL, JK. I don't know. I'm honestly thinking about getting rid of this RMC and redoing it, too. The thing about this is it pushes right up against this terrain. But I'm okay with that. We even... And before I say, yeah, this is where we're gonna place it, though. I want to make sure all of the track is above ground, because if we need to adjust the height, I'd rather do that first and adjust the lateral position of it later. It looks like the height is good right there. I want to try to keep this open for something if possible. Maybe like a scenic river walk. Jimper's Coaster is pretty darn cool though, and it's unthemed, so it works better here. Actually, yeah. Yeah, because, we could take it and theme it to whatever we want. Wooden coaster, I think, would be really well fitting in this park. I think this RMC is going to get redone. This is going to go away. This is going to get cleaned up. We have room to run a footpath through here. Actually, you know what? We could dig a tunnel through that there. I think that would be a really good addition. So let's slide it even further. That's pretty good right there, I think. If I can say so. Is this below ground? No, it is not. We just have to change a few trees. Alright. I say we place that where it is. Okay, this is going to be the tricky part, because we'll actually have to dig... Well, we'll have to dig the tunnel ourselves. So we're going to keep that up, but we want to turn this down to about 16 feet. Now we're going to have to do this carefully. Auto paint, that should be sampled. I think a tunnel back through here actually would be really well suited. It does hide a little bit of that kind of high-rise turn, but I'm okay with that because kind of the theming for this. Have it go through the mountainside. This is where it's going to get a bit tricky here. Because now we're going uphill. Ooh. Let's work back here. Guests are having their park entry refunded because they're bored and leaving early? What? I wish I could do that at a park. What in the world? How did they let that happen? There's plenty to do here. If I go to Carowinds or Six Flags and say, I'm bored, I want to leave, I want my money back, they're going to be like, well, that's your problem. I doubt they'd give me my money back. That's a bit ridiculous if you ask me. This is getting to be a real challenge, digging this tunnel. Can you imagine how this was done? Like, decades ago, or even like a couple centuries ago when people built this? I don't know. You know, I was afraid this is what we would have to do. They still would be laughing about it as the park closed, right? Absolutely. This makes it a little easier up here. That looks like it connects through. Whoa. Yeah, we'll have to just push that back a bit. Alright, next thing we need to do is definitely paint this. We'll do... not gravel. Should we do rock? Or should we do rough rock? Or strata rock? I don't know. Oh, I like rough rock better, personally. Crime caught on camera? What is it? Somebody did something they shouldn't. I didn't see it, though. Point Roads missed the break. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna turn that back on. Off, I mean. Alright, let's go back and deal with this tunnel here. Okay. Let's do a little more paint. No! Part of the trick is maybe bringing this terrain out, because it kind of got indented with the tunnel. Well, we can try to finesse that a little bit here in a bit. Let's clean that up and paint. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Kind of a weird visual glitch. Well, let's go through and paint all of that. And for now, actually having this exposed makes it a tad easier, but we'll go back and paint. Or we'll fill the rest of that back in. I think I got it all. No, I did not. Not quite. You were enjoying that rough rock a little too much. That was the transgression caught on CCTV. I didn't know that was a crime, though. Coaster's looking good. Oh yeah, Jimpers did a fantastic job with this. This is the best wooden coaster I've seen. I mentioned that, I think, the other day. Alright, now we're going to very carefully bring this back. We're going to lower that down to about 50%, give or take. And we're going to pull this terrain back out and try to get kind of a more vertical tunnel entrance. And what that will do is kind of make it look a little more purposeful. And we'll just make sure there's enough height clearance, which it looks like there is. I didn't know it was a crime either, but I'm on a life sentence. And the other thing we could do is actually bring this even further out. Now we'll need to go back in and push some of that in. Because I could tell you the height clearance for that is definitely a little too low. So what we'll do is just reverse that. We'll get under... We'll do it from down here, if we can. That should be good. The next thing we'll need to do is carefully fill this back in. So I'm just making small clicks around to try to make sure that the terrain doesn't get indented through this too much. And the next thing we can do is smooth this. And we can paint back over that. Let's just go back through this tunnel here. We'll have to look up, which is a little tricky view. Now this is the challenging point, to try to look up through that. It looks like it's okay. We'll really be able to get a view once people ride it. Alright, so let's come back out there. Okay. Now, I think we're gonna need to go in and delete some... That is off. Let's clean this scenery up. Now, I definitely do want to have this area forested. My thought is... not quite like the Beast, where it's just all the way through the thick of the forest and everything, but something like that, to where it gives them the impression of riding through a forest. And what I would like you all to do is, if you have a good kind of creative name for this coaster, and just keep the theme of Viking and forest in some sort of a combination, and give me a name, and I'll take the one that I like the best. And we can adjust the colors of the ride as well. What I think we'll definitely do is we'll probably flip the station, and we'll do a building. I'm thinking another Viking wooden building for this, similar to that, but probably this one won't be as elaborate, especially given that this sits a bit lower to the ground. There's less room to build underneath it. With that said, we definitely do have the potential to put something cool down here if we wanted to, because this is going to be a really big kind of highlight of the park as well. This is a stellar wooden coaster. And I want to do Jimpers right with this ride. And you know what? We may actually still have room for that Stratocoaster to come up through here. It would just, we'd have to do a little terrain work. This would have to go, that would have to go. But I have a feeling we would be able to do that. Other option is place it in a different area of the park. So you all give me a name for that coaster, and of course, if you want, you're not obligated to. But if you come up with a good one, then I'll take it into consideration. And the name that I like the best is what we'll go with. I think what we will do is reverse the station. I'm gonna have the exit come down this way. We'll have the exit kind of set up and build it back down through here. Maybe have the queue run out. Well, you know what? We could do the other way too, because we could have the plaza here. However, this does have enough height that we could actually build out through here and have it go around. I have not decided yet. We should figure that out, because this is going to be a pretty extensive expansion to get people out here. So, let's get that cleaned up. Fjord Storm. Ooh. I like that. Njord of the North? That's an interesting one, too. The only thing... Well, no, you can see it out here. We would just have to make sure that they had a view. And we could even do a little bit of terrain work to make lakes and the appearance of like a mini fjord somewhere along the ride. Just like back here, you're gonna come up and you're gonna get a view of that. In the Twister section, a little less so. That's where I'm thinking it'll be forested. Going up the lift hill, you get a gorgeous view out of, or from the top out over the water. Although, I think it would be even better if you went the other direction with it. Ragnar's Conquest. I like that name. I'm not 100% sure that this would be the best type of coaster for that. Don't get any other ideas. I think I'm going to put that for a vote. I think this RMC is going to go away. We're going to replace it with something a little more realistic. Alright, so we got one vote for Fjord Storm. That is a really cool name. I like that a lot. That's 2 votes for it. I'll let it run for another minute or two. And then, oh, I would love to have some sort of an overlook right out here over this terrain. Man, what could we... Somebody voted Ragnar's Conquest. Okay. 2 people watching. Oh, it looks like there's more. It is a little bit of a quiet crowd tonight. I think it's because it's a Friday. Probably people are out enjoying their weekend. Seems like early in the week, like Tuesdays, seem to be a really popular day. I think I'm going to clear the trees up here. And we're going to do something with this. If I decide not to, I can always put them back. We can leave those there. I think it would be fantastic to have a fake little village with chimneys smoking up on the hills. Yeah, actually, I think that could be cool for this area, but I want this to be something purposely built up here that could be usable. I want guests to be able to come up here and enjoy this gorgeous, pun partially intended. But the scenery is just so beautiful. You look out this way, you have a view of 2 fantastic coasters, all the mountains, the water, the forests. And you look back that way, the RMC and the dive coaster take a lot of the sky. The wooden coaster in the middle ground with the really tall mountain peaks in the background. This would be the perfect place for some sort of facility that people could come up and enjoy. I'm honestly thinking an enclosed restaurant with glass walls. That was my idea that I got right there. All right, somebody else voted Fjordstorm. So I think we're gonna look with that. Blue, welcome. I'm doing okay. How about you? A restaurant with a balcony dining would be perfect. You know, I was thinking of enclosing it just because it is cooler, and we could do a double-decker. Alright, gonna end the poll. Fjordstorm it is. There. We're gonna turn price down. We're gonna turn priority queue enabled, but I'm not gonna place it yet. Let's paint the ride. Theme it. We can always do the scenery a little bit later. But I'm thinking what we would do for this, instead of all this orange wood, I'm thinking I lean more toward something like that, but maybe a little bit lighter. And you all tell me what you think of, is that too bland? Should we change any other portions of the track colors? Should we make it brighter? Should we make it darker? Should we make it more toward gray, or make the brown a little bit brighter? More vibrant? Walkout balcony, extremely large fireplace inside, fire and ice theme. Ooh. The tricky thing would be we'd probably have to do a little terrain work to get people up here. I think we can set something up I think I'm to the point where I'm getting tired of these notifications for this ride, and it's old, it doesn't have much prestige. People are riding it, though, so I'm not set to completely just scrap the ride yet. I would say let's lay the foundation for this building. I think that's a good start. So that's probably roughly the blueprint it'll have. We can make it a little wider. Maybe a 5x5 instead of a 4x6. But that's a start. Guests are queuing for a long time. Consider more cash registers. That's not really that long of a line. I mean, come on. It's good though. It's doing a bit more business. It's up in the black. I think it was in the red. Yeah, it was in the red yesterday. As more people are coming to the coaster though, it's sending out 3/4 full trains. That's a good sign. And I think we'll do a solid wall here and put the restaurant counter in the back. And I don't know about a balcony. I will look into that, but that's a start for that. I do want to get back to this coaster. Is it only 2 trains? Yes. Gonna be signing off in a little bit. If you get to check out the Flight Sim coaster, let me know what you think of it. Yeah! Oh, you know what? I said I was gonna do that. Let's go take a look at that real quick. I said I was gonna do that. Okay. So that's saved. Let me pull that up. Let me get caught up in chat. The Discord, he's doing YouTube and Flight Sim. Yeah, I just have not gotten around to it. I basically jump on my computer, set up the stream, and that's it. Alright, let me go into the workshop here. Let me... Yeah, I'm still streaming. Alright, let me go browse. Let me enter that code up here. Ah, these have to be caps. I don't know why it's case sensitive. White school. Ooh. Wrap it around for the views, bro. Alright. Let me start a sandbox park here. I see the station in the little thumbnail of the preview. That looks really cool. Yeah, you're right, it would not fit. What is that? Oh, the ride photos. Prince frames novelties, that's cool. Beautiful station, I like the music, it's interesting. Split station. Let's jump on it. Had a little bit of, had a bout of insomnia last night and went a little crazy. Like a banana roll, I think. That's cool. Good zero G. Pop of airtime. Another pop of airtime. And coming back into the station. That is a cool coaster. I love the theming. You kind of have this spinning radar tower up at the top. Maybe not. No, it looked like it was spinning. I love the design. It's built to look like a hangar. It's got the metal roof. This is phenomenal. Very nice ride. Great stats, too. This is a winner. That is a coaster I would love to use in a future park. That would be phenomenal to have. This, you know what I think this would go well in? Just a default kind of Planet Coaster themed park. And you could designate like a like an aviation themed section. Because there are flat rides that they kind of resemble planes. You could build another coaster that kind of resembles something flying. This is, yeah, the stats are fantastic. 80 miles an hour, didn't feel like it got that fast. Little high on the max G's, a little bit on the airtime too, but I mean -2 is not anything extreme. That's a bit high, but I don't think it's anything that would put people off too much. Great airtime, almost 6 seconds of airtime on an inversion focused. You know, it's not too heavily inversion focused. There are 4. I kind of like the spiral to gain speed. This is This is really a remarkable ride. Very, very nicely done. Laterals get a tad high there, not bad. Blueprint I think you will like, also called Air Force by Yen BK 1608. Not heard of it. I have to check that out. Yeah, I think right here is where the vertical G's kind of spike a little bit. What a cool ride. It's nothing too fantasy or exotic themed. It could be placed in most parks, as you just said. Yep, yeah, absolutely. This would be a great addition to a lot of parks. Oh, cool. I did not notice that before when you come off of here. The camera's actually mounted to the support columns. That's really neat. That's one thing I've never bothered to do is build like a platform or support columns for the cameras. Yan BK 1608 is wild, by the way. Let me look that up while I'm at it. I will copy and paste the code. It was posted early. There are points when the radar screen spins. Okay. So I was gonna say, I don't think I'm crazy. Well, maybe a little bit. But, I was gonna say, I thought I saw the radar spin at one point, but then I looked and it wasn't, so I wasn't totally sure. Let me look that other coaster up. I'm curious to check that. I can't stand the camera just floating, so I always build a structure for them. I should probably do the same. Nothing. Oh, I probably have to search by creator. That ride is pretty well themed and well tracked. Thank you for taking my idea and making it a beautiful reality. Yeah, that is a fantastic. Hey, that's a SpongeBob reference right there. Sandy's tree dome. It's a glass dome with a tree in it, and it looks like a hamster wheel. I don't know why this isn't coming up. Oh, here we go. Okay, now, well. Functional mini golf. Interesting. That would be one thing I'd like to see them add. The RCT series had it. I love B&M and B&M Wings, specifically the Swarm at Thorpe Park, which has a post-apocalyptic aviation theme. I've heard that one's really good. It's themed on an alien attack around London and includes downed passenger planes from Heathrow. Whoa. Oh, this must be it right here. Okay. Let me check that out. I'll look at that one and then I'm going back to, Oh, that's a small footprint. That's more compact. Wow, that's beautiful right there. Wow. Runway. Beautiful dive loop. That's a really cool coaster. Glad you liked it. Always open to working together on RCT. RC2. I don't have Roller Coaster Tycoon, unfortunately. I have it, and I've actually thought of doing some open RCT2 streams. I did them before I got this game. I may have done a couple after as well. The POV is better. Oh, you mean like if you're in the front of the track? Yeah, what a really cool ride, though. This is phenomenal. This right here. I love this station. That looks so good. And then that hangar that's themed around it. And then, yeah, this is a really good coaster. I would like to use that in a future park. Being aviation themed, I'd love to do a park with an aviation section. Yeah, great pacing, very nice, yes. Not RP. Oh, okay, yeah, PC2. I'm tired, lol. Yeah, no fault you there. Alright, let's go back into this park. RCT3 and RCT Deluxe. Deluxe is cool because you get the first and the second kind of in one set. I had RCT3. I played that game so much when I was younger. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh no. What just happened? I swear I saved that. Oh no. What happened? I saved that park before I exited out. Jimpers, what's going on? Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now. Oh, no. Let me check something here. So that's saved. Let me look into that. But that's a start for that. I do want to get back to this coaster. Is it only 2 trains? Yes. I'm just going back onto the replay. Hurry back out before it autosaves again. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I hit save park. Now you know what? It didn't go through. If it helps you, I lost a whole entire park before. Yeah. Nope. I lost. Yeah. I saw it because I clicked on it, but it, for some reason... Yeah. I can see if I can recall an autosave. If I go into the Planet Coaster game... Let me just check my game files. I'm sorry, I feel responsible for asking you to check my coaster. No. No. Don't. It is not your fault. At all. I mean, we did get a lot of cool stuff done. But in reality, it's not that big of a deal. Because I kind of took my time looking around and talking through it. I honestly could get all of that done off stream, pick it right back up where I was in a half hour. If I do this off stream, I would have all of that done in 30 to 40 minutes tops, as opposed to an hour and 40 minutes. I'm curious what happened. I went back and watched it. I went and clicked to save it, but I don't think it didn't go through, you know. I think that's on my end. So, it happens. Because I did go into the save screen and I clicked on the park. But... Alright, who's breaking my benches? Is it these people here? Yep! Oh, yeah, I see the thought. Get out! Ultimately, What I lost was the gift shop in here. And then we actually placed your wooden coaster. I did a little bit of terrain work, and we got rid of this. I can do all of that in 30 minutes off stream. So it's ultimately not a real big deal. I saved over the wrong park or deleted a park by mistake so many times. Yeah. It happens. What I wish they would do is when you have your autosave set, I wish it would save a few different things, or a few different files, what I should say. I want to say like the Civ games, for example. What they'll do is they'll save each of your previous, like, 10 turns, and then they'll delete the oldest ones as you keep going on. So that way, if you need to recover a save, you have access a little bit further back. An hour's worth of work. Honestly, I could probably get it done faster than that. If I would have to do it off stream and really focus on getting it done. I wish it would save with a timestamp. I think it does. Because if you click here, you'll see when it was saved. September 3rd. Yep, that's exactly it. So this... We didn't save the hard file, and the autosave was overridden. So... whatever. I'm a little disappointed. But like I said, that's stuff that I can do pretty rapidly off stream. I'm not that mad. I don't feel like going and doing the exact same stuff, though. Yeah, now that I know what I did, it will be quick to rebuild everything. And a few of it was just deleting stuff, which is even faster. So, I don't really feel like doing that right now. I'd be starting back over. Or, if we wanted to just go in and clean up other stuff. Saved in my memory. Well, the other thing about it is I have the stream kept on demand, so I can go back and rewatch it kind of as I went and, you know, remember exactly what I did if I need to. But don't worry about it. It's not any of your fault. That's my fault for not checking carefully. But you know the other thing about it. And you get to kick out all the vandals again, and in my heart. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's really not a big deal to me. You know, that could be the opportunity to do them better than I did before. So, I'll deal with it off stream. I'm not gonna end the stream right now, though. I'm gonna open it up for a vote. Alright. While I'm away, or while that's up, I'm gonna step away. And when I come back, I'll take a look at the results, and we'll just go from there. Alright, we're back. And, upload it to the workshop every hour or so as a backup. That's not a bad idea. Alright, so somebody says tropical, somebody says mythology, and it's split 2 ways. Bye, you're the best dude. Alright, man. Have a great evening. We'll catch you around, okay? Alright. Anybody want to cast a vote as a tiebreaker? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Nah. I think between the two on a tie, I would lean toward the tropical one, but I don't know. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but like I said, I'm not all that mad about it. I'm not mad about it. Those things happen. Vote tropical. Yeah, I think we'll go into that one. I kind of took a break from it. The mythology park is just really underdeveloped. Taking a break from it's given me a little bit of time to kind of get a little inspiration. So, but yeah, let's just go ahead and go into that. Oh yeah, a lot of the crowds have left because, yeah, it's raining, and people don't like when it rains. That's the great thing about the taiga biome, is even though it's cooler, it almost never rains there for some reason. Rolmic legit, also Yen and Miss Barbar. Hey, Barbar, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Have like 3 of the same parks with 3 different saves after 10 different changes. Built this go-kart track that nobody's touching. That's right, we did get this in place. Look! That's really interesting. Look at the drops of water just hitting that. They're not even running down the slope. Oh, did you vote mythology? I might do a little bit of both. Spend a little time in this and go hit the mythology park. What is this? Oh, the ride photos I deleted. That coaster. Because I think we're going to remake it somewhere. Try to clean all of this mess over here up. But I'm not going to focus on that right now. I'll do both. I'll do a little bit of both, since the vote was a tie. Are we not going to talk about how the chain is going down when the train is going up? That's just the angle you're viewing it at. There's a name for that effect. I don't remember, but if you look at it at the different angle, you can clearly see it going up. But if you look at it going down, it's like that. And I think if you get the angle right, it almost would look like it is completely still. It's all relative to your viewpoint. See this? It looks like it's going down, and then it looks like it's going up. It's like when you have a fan, it looks like it's spinning slowly in the opposite direction sometimes. just depending, because your eyes process the movement of the fan blade. Think of it as in frames per second that the human eye is capable of processing, or that your brain is capable of processing. And even though something might be going much faster, think of it like when I do my flight sim, the propeller looks like it's spinning slowly backward. It's like the way tires look like they're going in reverse sometimes, even though the car is moving forward. Exactly. We'll have to develop this area of the park. I'm not really going to do that right now, though. What I want to do is try to do some damage control. I don't know why this keeps... These pop up all of the time, yet the tables do have connected paths. Unless there's one in a corner that people just can't get to for some reason. It's like when I stop my car and I have spinners on my rims. What is this? I don't know what scenery group that's part of. I guess I could just delete that and find out. Oh no, it's part of the station. How in the world did that get moved out of place? Eh? I'm just gonna delete that one piece. That was really weird. I don't understand. I'm not even sure where in the building that would have come from. Huh. I don't know. That's weird. Just like one stray 1 meter block. Kind of just missing. Oh, this TV's not working because I deleted the ride POV. It was old and out of date. We could try changing the image to maybe just a picture of the ride photos there. To cycle. Just give people a view as they're coming in. It's related to the ride. Alright, let us see what is going on in the park right now. The reputation is a bit lower. The thoughts, people are kind of a little bit unhappy because of the rain. They probably need more body dryers, but the other thing I had talked about, when we get rainstorms like this, we probably need a large building for people to be able to take cover in. Maybe an indoor restaurant, because all of our restaurants are outdoors. You've got this one, and only a few of the seats have umbrellas. Then you've got the rooftop one, which is obviously not covered. And then you have this, which is out in the open. So I think we need a restaurant somewhere that has cover. And maybe some other buildings. Just places for people to kind of duck under when you get substantial rainstorms like that. Let's check the weather forecast, though. It looks like the rain is going to stop in an hour. Or actually in 8 minutes. So, and then the sun comes back out and we should be okay. Crowds will go back up, park rating will go back up. Let's just kind of play the waiting game, wait for the weather to clear. I will after I end the stream. I'll either do it after I end the stream tonight, or I'll do it tomorrow before I decide to stream, but I'll go back into the Viking Park and redo those changes. I'm just mildly disappointed. Like I said, it'll be easy to redo that pretty quickly, since I've done it before, and I'll be off stream. Where, in reality, I love streaming this game, and I love having people to talk to, and hang out with and stuff as I do stuff. In terms of time efficiency, I can definitely work better when I'm not streaming, but it just isn't as fun. It feels more tasking. Off to catch up on the sleep I missed last night. Have a good night, everyone. Bromik, thanks so much for hanging out. Have a great evening. I'll catch you later. Tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, all these over here are just kind of, at this point, pretty pointless. There's no real scenery over here. There's no rides with high prestige. These could all go away, and probably nobody would even bat an eye. Be good to clean some of this up, too. Let's see, it's about 10. Streaming a little over 2 hours. I'm thinking I'll probably go maybe 20 more minutes in this park, and then I'll do the mythology park for a half hour or so. I'll probably call it a night in the next 45 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that. We'll see. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. Alright, yeah, now the rain has stopped. That should get better for people. You know what we can do is actually connect this dryer. People can take advantage of that. I think I have a couple others. I think they're already on the paths. Yeah, there's a couple over here. This park just needs a bit of a refresh. This coaster is so loud. These surf coasters are really loud. It's funny. Oh, you know what? That trick JP had mentioned earlier. What if I do that with the multi-select tool, advanced move, and duplicate? Now we can. Watch this. This is how you can make waves in natural water. Sure enough. Y'all watch this. This is gonna be really neat. Because this is how it works. Now we're gonna go advanced move. Slide it back over here. We'll need to place it a little bit lower in the water. I'm thinking if we did something as stupid as, you know, place it along the pylons for the railroad track. I saw a clip of somebody doing this and I couldn't get it to work. Spot is obstructed? What? Aha! Well, it isn't really working over here. But the concept is to make these wave... Oh, it works here. is to make these wave machines make water or waves in natural water. They don't have to be in a pool. I just wonder if maybe the water was too deep over there where it was. But if you do that, now you get waves like they're... Yeah, sure enough. Now if you do kind of like that, now you start getting bigger waves over here. That is something. Now the only question is where exactly did we place them, because now I can't really see them. Yeah, oh yeah, right down here at the surface. But now you've got waves out here on the shore for the wave coaster, and it's actually... Yeah, this needs to be raised up, but that would screw the entire building up and everything. Yeah, what's up, JP? Sheesh. Well, that's a little something. We get cool wave effects out here in the water. I think it's too large, though. You'd have to have a ton of them. Place it closer to the coast. That's an interesting effect. The question is, I wish it would show what table people are having difficulty getting to. Well, it's drying up, so the crowd... crowd should start coming back, and the rating should go up. I was going to ask if you could do something like make a little character for me, and we join a call together on Discord during the stream, so you could talk on the stream. I don't know about that. I haven't really considered the idea of opening, people in on the stream unless I do some sort of like a community event. It's a possibility. I haven't really given it much thought. Who's bored? Oh, it's this guy. He's yawning. He's like lounging around. He's like, oh man. He's a little bit too relaxed on that beach or lounge chair. There's people carrying some food that they bought. That man in the background is really comfy. Yeah, he is. I wish I could throw this away somewhere. There's a trash can. Yeah. Well, let me try. I would pick these people up. I don't know why it's not letting me. Just please don't throw trash on the ground. Watch. I'll even... Right here. I'll even... Yeah. Right there. There we go. And now we prevented litter. There are trash cans over here. I don't know. Why is the bro yawning so much? Yeah, right? Yet the rating is still falling a little bit. I want to check the heat maps and see. Yeah, there's a number of unhappy people, probably because they got drenched in the rain, but it looks like that's starting to turn. Some people are not terribly entertained. Hunger, thirst. Restroom, it looks like everybody's pretty much okay. Man is a little too comfy. Yeah, he is, right? With us adding a few souvenir shops around, that's gone up. We've got the big one down here under this station here. And then we have the, excuse me. We've got kind of the custom, here it is, Splash Emporium shop. Maybe he's looking at some women, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know if that's really a thing in Planet Coaster. Could be. A lot of people do that at those water parks. Yeah, coming back to this though, I really don't know exactly what I want to do. It'd be good to flesh out some water rides in the park and stuff. Maybe, maybe not. Only one way to find out. Ask the developers. Yeah, no worries. Alright. Tell you what, there's really not much more I think I can do with this at the time. I'm leaning at some point toward starting a new version of this. I'm gonna go in. Didn't really... Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and save it. Why not? Some time has passed. The storms are gone. Let's take a look at the Mythology Park, see what we can do. I may end up ending the stream a bit early tonight, because I am starting to get a little bit tired and I still have some stuff I need to do. This park is much less developed, but it hasn't really come out the way that I've wanted it to. We did add a few flat rides. We did the splash thing. We added this, which is a really cool Greek-themed and then we have another wave pool over here. Then we've got this floorless, and then we have the flying coaster over here. And then this aero looper, which is very mediocre. This is a pretty lengthy line, interestingly. Yeah, what's up? I have a blueprint I made. I want you to see it, so save your game so you can see it. Just upload it and give me the share code, and I can just drop it somewhere in the park. I've got plenty of room to place stuff in here to check out. Alright, let me look it up. Gift shop. Oh, it isn't a ride. It's a shop. Let's check it out. So, is it gonna be categorized as a... Oh no, it works right here. Oh, that's pretty. That's a, that's like an old town western sort of theme. That looks really cool. Very nice. It's got a whole ton of counters. Yeah. Man, that's a full-fledged gift shop right there. That looks really cool. I like the theme. Kind of the exterior gives you that kind of western old school town sort of feel to it. That is very nice. Very well done. Get the ceiling fans. The detail in this is really neat. The lights, the fans. Got all of these. The pillars and columns. That looks really good. Job well done. Oh, 3 gift shops and a ride pick counter. Okay. So we'd have to link that up to... Oh yeah, I see it right here. We would have to link that up to a ride. Flatback building. This would go well against some sort of like foliage, like some trees or something like that. But yeah, that looks really cool. It's like a Main Street vibe, exactly. Yeah, very nicely done. So, I think I actually am going to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. Because I'm starting to get fairly tired, and I still have a bit of stuff I need to do around the house before I go to bed. So, good thing tomorrow I'll have more time. We'll definitely go back to that Viking park. I'll make sure I get the stuff that I lost back, and we can pick up on stream from there. And there's the potential I may start the new park tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I'm having a lot of fun going back to that Viking park and changing some stuff up. You can make some more blueprints like your channels. Absolutely. I mean, you've got a really good knack for sort of creating these custom buildings like that. That looks fantastic. So yeah, give yourself a shot at some more of that stuff. This could be like, you could be onto something really good if you do more stuff like this. That's phenomenal. The AC's on top. I didn't even see that before. Yeah, really nicely done. Great job. So, I think that's going to do it for me tonight, folks. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll pick back up tomorrow. I'll be doing Flight Sim and more of this. So, hope to catch you all then. And I'm going to go ahead and jump off. Until next time, you all take care, stay safe. We'll see ya.